there were two very different games, and we can see some pictures of them. Mexico really dominated its game with one goal in the first half, one goal in the second half, and basically no risk no occasion from South Africa. There was a record in this game because we got 3 red cards. So South Africa ended the game down to 9 players. Mexico ended down to 10 players. And this is the most red cards in an opening game in a World Cup ever, while the most red cards in a single match in a World Cup was in 2006 in Germany, Portugal versus the Netherlands, the famous Battle of Nuremberg. This is another story. Let's get back to America. For South Korea, Czech Republic was very much closely contested. The South Korea conceded the first goal, but then there was a comeback and they scored in the minute 80 for a final result of 2-1. We watched some goals yesterday night. We will watch others. We have very great players in this World Cup. We have, of course, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, the two greatest players of our time, I would say, of the century so far. They are both at their last dance, probably in a World Cup at least. We will have Kylian Mbappé, Florian Wirtz, many other players, rising stars such as Arda Güler, other seasonal players like Harry Kane, many players to watch. We also have some issues in this World Cup, and we have a big elephant in the room, the participation of Iran. Of course, we know that Iran is one of the team playing, and Iran is at war with one of the host countries, the United States. And Iran has to play its 3 games of the group stage in the United States, 2 in Los Angeles and 1 in Seattle. This, of course, is complicated. Let's listen to Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA, on this matter.
When people were saying, well, it would be impossible for Iran to come to the World Cup, I told them and I promised them that they would come, and if I had to go with a bus to Tehran and drive them here, I would do that. Their answer was, we will take the bus ourselves and drive it if need be. We qualified and we want to play. And this is the spirit of football. Of course, there are challenges. Of course, it's not easy.
Chill, relax, everything is under control, said Gianni Infantino in another part of this conference. But indeed, there were some consequences. The first one is that Iran had to move its training base from the US to Mexico. There are also some concerns for other aspects of the tournament. Another one is the US policy on migration and stricter border controls. For example, the first victim was this referee, Omar Artan. He's a Somalian referee. He's one of the most prominent African referees. He was set to be part of the World Cup, but it was denied the entry in the US. He was stopped at the Miami airport, and he had to come back to Somalia. In Mogadishu, he was welcomed as a hero. And by the way, the UEFA, the European football body, picked him up for the Super Cup game, Paris Saint-Germain versus Aston Villa. So a very great gesture, I would say, from the Europeans. But let's back to America, and let's back to the upcoming games, because there are games every day, literally every day. Today, 9 p.m. Brussels time, of course, Group B, Canada versus Bosnia and Herzegovina and other European countries, so it's not part of the EU. And always on Sunday, I will say, because it's 3 a.m., United States versus Paraguay, the debut of the long-awaited debut of the US team. And then on 9 p.m. Brussels time on Sunday, Qatar, Switzerland. So these are the games. Maeve, get ready if you're not ready.
Yeah. I'm ready, and Brussels is ready. In such an international city,
Brussels
it will be noisy. It'll be noisy because we have citizens from all the countries participating.
In Brussels, everyone is ready, even Ursula von der Leyen. The president of the EU Commission posted this picture in her social media, and this is a tribute. This picture is a tribute of another one from a former president of the Commission, Jacques Delors, who was a massive football supporter of French team Lille. Do you think you can do that?
I could try. I'm good at football, and she's brilliant too.
Okay, let's try. Yeah, I want a picture of you and to be posted in the next episode. But while waiting for the next games, please take a look to our FIFA World Cup coverage on Euronews.com and see you on Monday. Ciao.